Please welcome back Sarung Tripathi, joined by Pyler Systems team lead, Hyung Joon Park.
It's good to be back with everybody. Thank you all for being here. It's a long day, but hopefully you're finding it very valuable. I'm joined by H.J. Park from Pyler. H.J., why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself and about Pyler?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Hyungjun Park, a system engineer working for Pyler, and I'm really honored to be here this fireside chat.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what Pyler does.
Okay. We are a startup based in Seoul, South Korea, and we are coming up our third anniversary this November. Just 2 months ago, we wrapped our Series A bridge round, raising $60 million US, and our totally cumulative fundings are $22 million so far. Our team is made up for 24 people, mostly engineers, and we are growing really fast. We are really proud of the progress we made and the momentum we are building as a company.
Awesome. So why don't you just share, I'm not sure if many of the folks in the audience, here in the US would know about Pyler, about the solutions you guys provide. So why don't you just share a quick overview of what you do?
Okay. We develop and operate a solution called AID, named for AI Defense, which ensures brand safety for our clients. Our clients are composed of every brands and advertise agencies who want to promote their products or service on video advertisement markets. So AID can prevent their ads from being displayed on unsuitable content while also ensuring they are placed in contextually relevant environments. So for example, let me think, if SingleStore wants to advertise their Helios products on YouTube, it would be much more effective to be exposed to database relevant contents like benchmark with Postgres or Snowflake, rather than just casual videos like vlogs. We noticed that even socially problematic contents like war scenes or religious conflicts, many customers are spending their marketing budget on the contents.
So you're helping customers not only place their ads in front of the relevant people at the right time, but also you're ensuring that my ad isn't going next to some sort of online sensitive content or something like that.
Yes, right.
Very cool.
So when it comes to this data, it shows the user reactions to ads displayed on disturbing content. So 64% respond that brand reputation decrease if they are exposed to advertisements associated with unpleasant or offensive content, and 70% decreased their intent to purchase the products.
Wow, very interesting. So tell us just a bit about how, we're at AI conference. We've been talking about AI all day.
Yeah.
Tell us about how, with this solution, you're actually applying AI to make your product better.
Yeah, okay. Basically, AID is an AI-driven solution that guarantees brand safety in video advertising, what I mentioned before. It integrates with customers' Google Ads account, which is needed to advertise on YouTube, and allows for campaign analysis. So then the customers' videos to be exposed to content which tightly coupled with the brand's messages or products. And finally, it can help maximizing the effectiveness of the advertising campaigns.
Very cool. So you would say just generally the outcomes that you sort of drive for your customers are decreased advertising spend. You also improve their reputation, but more importantly, the sort of combination of the two is improving the effectiveness of their ad spend.
Yes, right.
Cool. That's super interesting, and these are great outcomes, and we see this a lot across our sort of marketing technology, ad tech space, especially here in the US, but globally.
Yeah.
I thought one of the most fascinating and exciting things about Pyler was the customer base and the partner base that you have. I mean, you have some incredible logos. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about some of those partners and customers and how you serve them?
Yeah, okay, here are some of our clients and partners. We are proud to serve a wide range of global brands not restricted in South Korea. So Bentley, Bulgari, Warner Brothers, and Samsung Electronics and Hyundai Motors are our customers. Also, currently we are having active communications with YouTube TNS, Trust and Safety, which oversees the content quality of YouTube videos.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, I think it's interesting, we've talked about sort of protecting brands, optimizing ad spend. What we find is a lot of these use cases at SingleStore are very are user experience driven, they're analytically driven, and they're all very interactive. Tell us a bit about how people use the AID solution on a daily basis.
Okay, so the users of our aid is internal marketing teams in brand or agencies workers, and they before aid comes out, they spend a lot of time and resources manually reviewing millions or several tens of millions for their exposed ad placements. After they adopt aid, they can drastically reduce the time spent on monitoring and managing these processes. Additionally, I said we use AIDs based on video understanding models. So, and we continuously improve our video models to prevent even small bunch of customers' marketing budget to be wasted.
Very cool. And these interactive dashboarding experiences that you're delivering to customers, the products are beautiful and they're very interactive and evolving, and nowadays even agentic. The reality is, there's a lot of work that goes in on the back end, right? It doesn't just start with the great sort of product at the end.
Right.
Tell us a bit about what you're doing with SingleStore sort of under the hood of these dashboards and how you're taking advantage of our data platform.
Okay, so Aid uses SingleStore database to store both advertised exposed data and content analyzed results. One of the strong advantages of using SingleStore is its ability to handle with analytical workloads and transactional workloads both. So for analytical workloads, SingleStore can respond to our business queries results really fast, which are complex aggregating large scale of data, such as group by or ordering or counting distinct. And for transactional workloads, S2 is super fast for ingesting data, as you know. So we can handle frequent insert and update transactions for millions of placements metrics in real time by using SingleStore. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think for the audience, we've heard a lot about sort of technical things like this today, like the amount of OLAP, the scale of OLAP workloads you can run, the scale of OLTP workloads you can run on SingleStore. I think the most impressive thing about some of the case studies that we've seen today is the performance metrics. And I think that's ultimately why you selected SingleStore. So let's just maybe wrap up with some of the outcomes and the impact and the performance metrics that you've seen.
Sure. So initially, Aid just used single Postgres database, and we suffered from poor query performance like large scale of data with group by. Since adopting SingleStore, we've seen three major improvements. Queries that used to take over more than 20 seconds for end users now return results in just 2 or 3 seconds, 7 times faster execution. And second, we are able to process various analytics scenarios for our data scientists within an average of 1 to 2 seconds. And the final one is we've reduced the cloud cost by nearly 70% related to database costs, because by using SingleStore, we can integrate Postgres and our analytical database BigQuery.
Yeah.
So we can reduce our duplicated cost consumption by using SingleStore.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
And thank you for being a SingleStore customer.
Thank you.